I can, then I stop myself for a while.
everybody. Welcome to Tech Condo. My name is Petra. Well, very nice of you to be here, and I do see some people that are live available here during this stream. It's every Saturday at 7 p.m. Central European Time. That means that it's roughly 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, or 11? Yeah, is that correct? Am I making it? No, it's 10 a.m. Pacific Coast. That's it. How are you guys? Great of you to be here in the studio. And again, every Saturday I go live to talk about, well, video gear, audio gear, and more and more aim towards the ATEM ecosystem by Blackmagic, but of course also vMix and other functionality as well. Now, I want to say hello to some people. I do see Stuart in the house at the moment. He says, "Hi, Petra. Cool of you to be here." And he is also looking forward to the topic. I'm good looking at a nice topic today. Thank you. I hope that you like it. Jason is also in the house. You got the speed editor. Yay. We have to talk. It's your fault, Jason. We'll talk about it. And he also already has a question. Does the sync bin button bring in all sources for the ATEM Extreme ISO? Mean the speed editor only has buttons for cam 1, 2, 4. I think that that's not 100% correct. I think that you can actually see more than that, but we will be talking about that very shortly. So I want to first, before we get into the nitty gritty of the show, I just wanted to really briefly do some other stuff because I think it's important. And the most important thing is really, oh, by the way, Kermit is in the house as well. Hey, Kermit. I hope that you hear him. He is right there. It's about 30 degrees Celsius in my condo at the moment. It's quite hot, so if you see me sweating, it's not because I'm frightened, it's just because it's really hot and humid. Now, I do have air conditioning, but it's literally right here. I can touch it, and if I would turn it on, it would. We could not really talk to each other. So that's the reason why it's switched off, and I will definitely switch it on right after this show. Before we go into the nitty-gritty, also a quick hello to Bill, all the way from Chicago, US of A. Cool of you to be here from the Windy City, with also the green rivers and canals, of course, during St. Patrick's Day. Fantastic city that you live in, my friend. Okay, cool. Now, okay, so before I go into the nitty-gritty, thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you so unbelievably much for a few things. The first thing that I want to really talk about is what happened last week. I couldn't do the show because I got my COVID injection. And due to the COVID injection, I was, the Friday, I was a little bit fatigued. Well, actually, a lot fatigued. And also a little bit of iffy if it comes to the stomach, etc. That went better on the Wednesday. It was already a bit better, but still a lot of fatigue on Saturday. And on Sunday, it actually went very much better. And on Monday, I actually was okay. But nevertheless, thank you so much for your health wishes. Really appreciate it. Also, I want to do one more thing, and that is a big thank you for my 720 plus, because the last time I looked, it was already 723 subs. Really, really appreciate that. I am so mind-boggling how everything is changing and how much people are coming and joining the community. And even though my abilities at the moment to really make a community of this channel are limited on YouTube, there will be better times, I promise you that. I am actually waiting for to reach a goal, and that's this goal right here. It is 700 to reach 1,000 subs right there. So I'm already there, well, 3/4 of a way. So please, if you're not subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and also the bell icon so that you get notified for new content. And also, as you can see, the viewing hours are actually quite on target as well. So I'm actually really happy with that. Again, a big thank you for that. Wow, I am so impressed. A bit more context about the community. What I mean is that as soon as you reach that point that you just saw, you can enable a community tab so that I can also ask you for polls. What is the information that you're interested in? Do you like more ATEM content? Do you like more other kind of content, vMix, maybe more about hyperdeck, or maybe something about more audio? That is something that I'm really interested in, to see what you guys think. That's the first thing. So I get more of a feeling towards each other. Also, it also will make it possible to have memberships. Now, arguably, that is also a part of monetization. But for me, it's more important to feel special, right? You want to get a special treatment, so you will have behind the scenes access, but you will also have access to me. That is something that I'm working on. I am thinking of like a Zoom call every few weeks, just to come up with a plan for your environment, for your help. But in order to do that, I do need to go from 720 to 1,000 subscribers to get that organized. Hello. so talking about community, hello from Slovenia. Welcome, Mr. Jenny. Really appreciate that to see you here. Jason says, I booked my second shot for next week and I'm glad you're feeling better. Yes, I'm totally fine. The only strange thing is that if I touch this and I put a piece of like a piece of iron to it, it sticks. No, just kidding. It's nothing happens. There's no 5G support on the vaccination, unfortunately. Okay, but we need to talk about Mr. Jason, who is also in the community at the moment. He's also live on in this video. Dude, what did you do? Now, honestly, I know Jason for a long time. We actually really met in face-to-face over in Vancouver. Really appreciated his being together and having a good day. But we were talking, I believe it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago or something like that. And from the ATEM, he said, Petra, do you know that you can actually buy the Speed Editor for free? Buy the Speed Editor for free. Huh? What? No. So first and foremost, what did I do? So if you have an ATEM, well, let me just go into, I bought this thing. I'm going to tell you more about this thing. I just want to end this thing, but I'm going to talk to you about first reasons why I bought it, because it's important to know. I have a problem, and that is time. Right, so I that's the first thing, and the second thing is that I also have an ATEM Mini Extreme ISO, which I really want to work with. So I bought the Speed Editor, which is basically a keyboard, for two reasons, and just so need to. Oh, what happened there? Let me fix that. There we go. Two reasons to buy this product. The first reason is, yes, I do have a ATEM Mini Extreme ISO, but also it's also the ATEM Mini Pro ISO. The same thing is that if you record a multi-camera production and everything, you know, it's all live, and hey, you make mistakes, right? It says just happens. You want to fix it in post. And the beauty of the ATEM Mini Pro ISO or the Extreme ISO is that it will record it on an SD drive, but it will also record a project, a DaVinci Resolve project with it. Now, here comes the thing. You can download DaVinci Resolve for free. I'm talking about DaVinci Resolve, not the studio version. DaVinci Resolve for free. You don't have to pay for it. It's already out of the box, almost perfect. But it's really great. And also, I think that if not for the speed editor, I would have not bought the studio, to be quite honest. But I bought the studio, so I now have a studio dongle. So it's literally in this piece of cardboard. There's a dongle. This looks like so, and that is what we will have to use in a couple of minutes. So I'm getting it out of the box. So this is the dongle. And in all fairness, again, I would have not bought it if I would not have this cool product with it. Yes, so when you buy the DaVinci Resolve Studio version at this moment, you will get this for free. Absolutely 100% for free. So that is fantastic. And I'm going to explain to you in this video why it's so fantastic. I will be making 2 videos that are 10-15 minutes long that are going more in depth than today. But this is just like a, let's say, a sneak peek, just to give you a little bit of a feeling what I'm going to talk about, because it will take some time for me to reach the level that I want to really go into in depth and really explain to you how this is all working. So what I'm going to do today is just a let's say a first version of it, just a bit of a feeling to it, what you can expect, but no more than that, just managing expectations here. So that's the first reason, ATEM Mini Pro ISO. If you want to have post-production, you want to use DaVinci, because that makes life a lot easier. You don't have to do a lot about it, and we will be showing you off a little bit how to do that today. Reason 1. Reason 2. Faster editing means more content. Basically, that's it. I just told you that I want to increase value for you. I want to make you feel that this community is really adding value to you and to your time, etc. Again, that's the reason why I'm always talking about the subscribers, etc., to really get to that point. My goal is to have a weekly video starting in September all the way till June next year. Wait a sec. So you're not talking about July and August and actually also December. That's true. So the summer months and the December month, because of the holidays and vacation, etc., you will have less content in those 2-3 months. But the other months, all 9 of them, you will get a weekly live show, if it's possible, but that's my aim, and a weekly video about all kinds of different content. And with this product, this speed editor, that makes it for me possible. So that's the reason 2. All right, and I do see some questions here. So let me see. Where can you buy it? You can buy it at a lot of different video stores, so video production stores, maybe even on Amazon. I don't know that for sure, but I didn't have to look for a long time. I actually could even buy it at Thomann, which is a German Amazon kind of product. No, it's actually more than that. It's more B&H. That's it. Like B&H in America, they most likely have it, but we have it also here at Thomann, and that's like a German company. But you can also go to any camera store, I believe, that sells Blackmagic products. They will also carry that. It's important that you buy it together. So you do need. So the error that I made, Jason, was that I first bought this one and then came to notice, like, oh, I didn't get that for free. Something went wrong. Now, luckily, I was on time and nothing happened, and I could just easily cancel that order and get it good again. It's really, you need to purchase DaVinci Resolve Studio, then and only then you have access to getting that speed editor for free. All right, so that's a good. I hope is this possible in Slovenia? I'm pretty sure that is possible, Mr. Jenny. Jason says, I love the speed editor. I don't really need the studio version of DaVinci, but since it was for free with the speed editor, I'll take it. Yep, basically, that's basically what I also thought. And it's really you. You are the reason why I bought it, because I didn't know that. And to be honest, if it was one of the two, I would probably not do it. But the combination makes it a no-brainer for me. So that is that. So those are the reasons. And for both of them, for both use cases, I will be producing a separate video. The first one will be going live on the 10th of July. And the second one will be going live on the 17th of July. Both of them will be premieres, because on both days I will not have a live show, unfortunately. Something to do with my birthday and something to do with the second injection. So I just wanted to make sure that I'm not having a live stream at that time, but I will be producing those two at that time as a way to mitigate that not being live on those two dates. Yeah, I mean, where to buy it to get a free speed editor? I believe it's almost everywhere. So, but just make sure that it states that it's. So really go into the application. Let me just show you what I did. Now I hope that it's in English. So I'll let me think about it. I'll just do Toma UK. So now it's in a UK version. So that's totally fine. And then I'm gonna say DaVinci. And then I will show it to you. Don't worry about it. It's coming. I think this is it. Yes. That's it. All right. So I will show my screen. I'll make sure that I have a screen that is available. Wait a sec for it. Go into this one. Then go to display 2. And then let's cut. There you go. So it is called a DaVinci Resolve Studio Bundle. That's the name that you will see. Special offer, DaVinci Speed Editor for free, no extra charge. So that is that. As you can see, it sometimes takes some time. There's a lot of people that are interested in it, but it's definitely worth. It's definitely worth it. But you will see that very, very, very soon. So that is where you can look for it. Okay, you find it. That's cool. 300 euros. Yeah, that's roughly what I also paid for it. It's maybe 10 euros less, but it's roughly that price range. So it's quite okay. If I buy DaVinci Resolve, will I have new updates for free, or will I need to pay for every upgrade? No. No, you don't. No. That's the beauty of DaVinci. Well, at least, of course, I don't know. I cannot look into 5 years in the future, but looking at the last 5 years or 10 years even, DaVinci has been a perpetual license. So you didn't have to pay anything else for that. You just need a dongle, and this dongle will make sure that you have access. There are two different versions of the DaVinci Resolve. You really have the DaVinci Resolve free. You can download that. That's totally free and you can use it. And if you install the DaVinci Resolve Studio, you cannot open it up without an activation code or having the USB in your computer. That's basically it. So it's one time. So one time only, and then you get this for free. No brainer for me, at least. No brainer for me. Absolutely not. All right, but do you want to see it? Do you want to see the product? So yeah. So this is not really that interesting, of course, but I'm going to show you anyway. It also states Resolve, and I am going to at least already put it into my laptop so that I can show it to you, and I don't have to wait a little bit too long. And yeah, so lifetime upgrades. Yes, lifetime upgrades. Totally yes, 100%. Okay, I'm going to make sure that this is correctly oriented so that you will see the whole screen. And now I need to make sure that I have my mouse somewhere else. Otherwise, That's a bit of a problem that I have in my studio, is that my desk size is really limited. So you will see that sometimes I pre-record a little bit and then mix it with live, just because of space constraints here in my studio. But additionally, normally I actually have a separate desk right there, and again, that's where the air conditioning is now situated. So the desk is gone, but that's fine. All right, let's show you what the box looks like. So let's go ahead. This is the DaVinci Resolve Speed Editor. Of course, let me say, Blackmagic logo, and this is roughly just a keyboard with a dial and a numeric pad, and then some really cool editing functions right there. This is the other side of it. Let me make sure that you can see it. So this is it. And the cool part is that it actually works both on USB-C. Well, you do need to use it for USB-C to charge it, but it also works with Bluetooth. So you do not need to have that cable dangling on your laptop or your computer all the time. It will just work as a wireless keyboard as well, and it will work on both Windows, Mac for sure, and maybe even Linux. That one I don't know for sure, but Windows or Mac 100% for sure. So that's about 85%, 90% anyway. So that is really cool. So let me I have to talk about this. Thinking to buy this bundle. So blame it on Jason in the chat. If you're gonna buy it, blame it on Jason, because he was the person that did it for me. I was blown away by this deal, and I think that you will be also. And again, if you want to wait for it, I do not know how long this will be. I really don't know. It can be just a temporary thing. It's not already 3 months, so maybe it's a full year, but I do not know how long it will take. That's an honest, honest thing here. All right, so let's open it up. So let me focus a little bit. There you go. So it just really comes into a nice padded box. Can remove this one, and this is then the Blackmagic Speed Editor, and it does come, of course, with some information where to download the software, and a USB-C cable right here, which I'm not going to use for today. I am hoping that because it's very short, that I can just use the Blackmagic, the Bluetooth. So I'll just put that right here. Remove the box a little bit. There you go. And show what it looks like. So this is how it looks like, and it's really stable. It's a bit plasticky. That is the case, but this is really satisfying. It's really satisfying, I have to admit. And this, it's really satisfying as well. So it's basically only the buttons, etc. It's already really cool to use. Let me check what the comments are. Yes, I'm surprised. Yes, I will be surprised. I was also surprised. There's also a keyboard, but it's like 5 times the price of the Speed Editor, and you don't get it for free with Studio. Yeah, that's totally the case. I was also looking into that, and basically, to be honest, that keyboard is literally cutting down here, right there, inserting a keyboard, and you're done. That's it. So just divide this right here, just divide it into 2 pieces, and you have your keyboard. So that's how easy that is. All right, now, all right. So I thought it would be cool to do a quick demo. So earlier today, about 5 hours ago, I created a very quick multi-camera production, and I thought it would be cool just to very briefly show you around how it looks like, what you can expect. And again, there will be a more detailed video on both use cases. One use case is specifically and only for the ATEM Mini ISO recordings, and the other one is my editing way of working that I will do for my videos, because I will be using this product a lot. I'm so sure of it already. I'm really satisfied with everything that I've seen so far. So without further ado, let's open up the computer and let's get things cooking. So I've got my laptop with me, so so I'm opening up DaVinci Resolve at the moment, right here, and it will take some time. Now this is just a laptop. It's not checking the license. Just figured out that I do have a license description, so I can actually use it. And I am now actually going into this one right here, the copy of test. That one I created this morning already. Basically, this is something that came from from the ATEM Mini, and this is what yeah, basically it was of today. And I can actually just quickly briefly show it to you. Let's do that. Let's see if you can. I'm not sure if that's working. So what I'm doing now is just for you guys. I am utilizing this computer and I'm bringing it in via NDI, and I'm just wondering if everything will go smoothly. So I will have to check it out. So please let me know if there is audio, and if the audio is good enough. It's not going to be perfect, I have to admit that, but it's good enough for you to follow it. So let's go into full screen mode. And let's play. Okay, so welcome to this test footage. Just wanted no audio. Hop on and try things. No audio. I hear that the audio is not going via the NDI. What's the reason for that? Did I forget to add that? I'll do it differently. What I'm doing, I'm gonna play their video locally, so that you have an example, and then we can after that discuss it. I think that would be more wise. Let me see if this is working then. Yes. Okay, so welcome to this test. This goes. Just wanted to hop on and try things out, and the idea is that with your ATEM Mini ISO, being ATEM Mini Pro ISO or ATEM Mini Extreme ISO. Okay, so welcome to this test footage. Just wanted to hop on and try things out, and the idea is that with your ATEM Mini ISO, being ATEM Mini Pro ISO or ATEM Mini Extreme ISO, the beautiful thing is in the multi-camera production is that, yeah, we do make errors and mistakes, and you want to be able to fix them in post. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to just walk through a few cameras, and we're going to do also some things that are not perfect, just to make sure that we can do some other stuff. I'm going to walk you through the way, and in the program you don't see a output right here or there, because I'm not doing that live, but the idea is that we in DaVinci could actually add that right here at a later stage. But for now, let's just go ahead and go to camera 2, hit cut. And this is where you can see that I'm actually also monitoring it via vMix. I am not recording it here, to be honest, but I'm recording it on this drive right here. And we're going to camera 3, and this is the top shot right here. And this is the one that I actually want to have in front of you all the time so that you can see what I am doing. Then I'm going back to 1 so that I can talk to you again. And now I also want to go to a, well, let's say a media player 1 picture, which is the famous gradient that I always have right here. Going back to camera 1. And next to that, we're going to use the super source, and let's check that out right here. So this is the super source, and you will see that this is not visible in DaVinci Resolve. The reason for that is that the ISO recording only records the cameras, not the end result, apart from one stream, which is the program out, which you still have at your disposal, but you cannot change everything there as well. Now, to do it live, I'm also going to add a DVE. So now you will see myself right there. I will change it on the selection bus. So I'm going to go to DVE1. And no, sorry, DVE1 I mean, and then change it to camera 3. So now you will see that right there. So now I'm going to go back, I'm going to switch that off, and I'm going to go back to camera 1. But now I'm going to make a mistake. I'm going to go to camera 5, which is no camera at all, and you will see it's going to be totally black like now. So this is totally black, and we're going to go back. So that was not the intention of it. All right, so that concludes this quick multi-camera production. See you around. Bye-bye. And we're back. That was a bit awkward, I think, but that was me like five hours ago creating that quick video, and now we're gonna show in the DaVinci how it looks like and what you can do with the speed editor. So might be that you don't have the audio with you. I will make sure that in the real video you will see that, but that will be fine. In the meantime, I did see some comments coming in, so let's make sure that we capture them. If you're looking, the price is only the speed editor costs €300. But in this offer is full program and speed editor. I think this is a good deal too. Yeah, so that's definitely the case. Definitely the case to good deal for the price. Yes, it's a good deal for the price. Next to that, let me see. Ripple Training seems to have a certified Blackmagic design training. Right now they have it on sale on speed editor training for only 40 USD. And I see Larry is also in the house. Welcome, Larry. Good of you to be here. I don't know where you come from. Maybe you could write that down in the comments so that I can maybe relate a little bit. Looks like Resolve is a lifetime free update. Yep, it's totally it's totally definitely a free upgrade. That's the case. Okay, I thought it would be cool so that you have seen the real thing, and now I can just show you what it looked like in DaVinci Resolve. Now, I actually did that already. What I did was I opened it already, but I didn't do anything else apart from opening it, making sure that everything is fine, and this is what it looked like right there. So this is where you are at the moment, and you can hear the audio via my speaker. I will make sure that that's a little bit lower so that you just barely can hear it. But you can, this is basically what it looks like, and you can then go through the whole thing like so and see the whole shebang like so. All right, now of course, I actually prepared a multi-view like so that you can actually see what I'm doing here and what you can see on the screen. Let's do this. So what you can see on this keyboard, and let's show this keyboard a little bit quick now. Here you get the dial. This is where you navigate through the footage with this dial. That's what you do here. Then you've got a source and a timeline. So on the top level you will see the source in a minute and the timeline on the right hand side. So let's focus on this part first by going into that multi-view right here, and let's see what it looks like. So if I would do a shuttle mode, and I do barely a movement, it will automatically move that fast. If I want to have it slower, I just make it slower. If I want to go the other way around, like the other, you can also do that, and it will do that on that that fast pace or even faster pace, like so. You can also do a jog shuttle that's quite fast, going through it like so, and maybe go a little bit back, and even faster, that's like this. But if you stop, it stops. So you can go like so. So that those are, I really like these two. The first one I don't really like to use, but these two are really handy for a good focus right there. So if I say I want to have this part right here till this part, I can actually go in there on a frame by frame basis, which is really cool. Now, next to that, you've got timeline and source. So I am now at the moment at the timeline, but if I go into source, you get all of the videos that are recorded. So that is even the videos that are empty at the moment or black. These are all there, and you see at the moment that there are a few that are actually don't have any video at the moment, but that's because it takes a moment for all videos in the ISO recording to load, because if I'm only like two frames past this point, it's already black or something else. So again, I can go, I can shuttle through. It's very difficult to show, but here, oh wait a sec, here you see a tape. So basically what happens is that all of the videos that you see on the left hand side are stitched together back to back. So if I go like this, you will see that I have this camera, then it's this camera, and it's this camera, then it's a black camera, another black camera, another black camera, another black camera, and another black camera. So basically that's what it's all about. So it's literally side by side. So that's this part right here. On the right hand side, this is where you can set your input and your outputs, etc. And you can also do other stuff, and we'll touch upon those as well. But this is really trimming it and making sure that the edits are correctly the way that you want it. And you will also be able to insert video clips on the timeline as well. And then you've got a few here as well. I will go through all of this in that video, but I want to make it as quickly as possible, because it is quite a lot of information that you will have now, and I want to condense it a little bit, and it will take like 3 hours to really go through everything, right? So that is that. So what I want to do is that I now want to focus a little bit on doing some quick edits, just to show how easy it is. This is by far not what I want to do, but it is just a first version, or at least some ideas of what the possibilities are, without going too much in depth. So let's go ahead and go back to this shot here, and let's show what I do. So I am again going to the start of the clip. Let's go as fast as we can, like so. Wait a sec, I have to go to the timeline. Boom, I'm at the start of the timeline. So on the system, you do see some gray areas right here. This is a gray area, and that's a gray area. And what that is that I actually added the boring detector. Yes, that's a thing within DaVinci. There's a boring detector which you can select, and you can just say how much seconds do you find interesting to watch, and when do you want to stop. Now it's very fast. It's only 6 seconds, but let's just make it 15 seconds, and then say analysis, and then you see still that there are some grays, but it's going to be less. So on the top level, on this blue bar, you see the total timeline. Everything is in there, even those purple things that we will be talking about in a minute. And you also see that there are 2 lines here. That's also interesting to note, and we will talk about that as well. And below you see the same line, but then you see it more like a more detailed version of it. Now I'm going to go to the second one, and I'm going to go through this timeline a little bit, but I do see that I can actually maybe cut a little bit here. It's not starting immediately. So let's just trim in. So I'm just pressing the trim in button, and I'm trimming it in a little bit like so. And now it starts immediately. So now it starts immediately. So what I also can do is that maybe because of the boring detector, maybe what I want to add a close-up of myself, of my face, so that it is a little bit more interesting to watch. So there is a button. It's actually called close-up right here. And if I press that, boom, it creates a close-up of 5 seconds. And if I go back, it's indeed a little bit closed up, right? But I don't like how it looks. I actually want to have it a little bit more high. Now, the next thing that I want to do is to, click the same button, but then keep it switched on, and then I can just a little bit make it a little bit higher, and that's it. So now it's already interesting to watch because I'm making a different environment of it. Now, but I am talking here, just believe me, I'm not talking about the ATEM Mini. So why am I not showing the ATEM Mini at the moment? How cool would it be to show the ATEM Mini? Now, I have been recording it as, sorry, I'm going to show you myself. I have been recording it on the ATEM Mini ISO, so I have all the cameras available to me. So how can I reach out to that? Well, it's really interesting. I just hit the following, and that is live override. Click. Boom. So now we see a multi-view, but then in DaVinci, and you see, well, I only had 3 cameras live. You see all 3 of the cameras. And the only thing that I now have to do is that I'm pressing, oh, one more thing. I only want to, the possibility is to have only a video or only audio. I'm actually only want to have the video because otherwise I will get double video audio. That doesn't sound great. So, and now I want to override with the ATEM Mini close-up. So I'll just hit camera 3, keep it selected, and then I'm gonna paint the video on top of that. Boom, done. So now I'm going to go back. I can actually go back to my timeline and show what it looks like. So boom, that's what we just did. How easy is that? Seriously, that's so easy. Now let's go a little bit further, and I want to go to the following, and let's speed things up a little bit. Now here I've got a cut point. Now note that there is a arrow right here, and my playhead is actually before that arrow, and I can actually also go to roughly to this. Doesn't matter, as long as that white arrow is selected. Everything that I do is part of that arrow. So if I want to trim the previous video, I hit trim in. And then I just can, the current video, I mean, I can just trim what I want to see. Maybe go like this or go like this. Let's go like this, period. That's it. What I also can do is that I can do the same, but then for the previous video, I can say, take this one and I'll add some time here. So that's also possible right there. Very, very easy to do that. Wait a second, I don't like that this is a cut. Can I make it a dissolve? Yes, I can. Dissolve, right there. Oh, but I don't like how long the dissolve is. It's quite a, I would say, a very old-fashioned dissolve. Let's make it a little bit less. So I'm gonna change the duration of the transition, making it a little bit shorter. So maybe like so. And now, it's way faster. I can also, I also showed you the close-up. You can also insert videos as well, but that's of course the other use case that we will be talking about at a later stage. But you see that there's a lot of functionality that you have at your disposal. And I'm going very quickly. I understand that, but I also want to make sure that it doesn't take too long for you. And I want to condense it into a shorter video. So both a video for ATEM Mini ISO and a second video for editing my talking heads, my videos, so that that you can see how I will do it. And again, I will start pushing out content every week as of September, and in July and August it will be very limited due to the fact that it's of course vacation. It's quite hot in the studio, and I'm not kidding. It's like 30 degrees Celsius. And I'm not kidding, it's really hot. So I also want to avoid being too much in the studio at the moment because of that. Now, let me check if what you guys thought until now. Yeah, there's a limited quantity available. Okay, I did know that it was a bit maybe that it would be a bit less, but it's good to hear. Larry Lagarda, Georgia, cool. You're all the way from Georgia. I don't know where that is. I know where Georgia is. Don't get me wrong. I know that REM is coming from Athens. Great. So unfortunate that they're gone, but hey, good to see you here. Does the keyboard have mechanical switches? Well, let me. Sure. Can you hear this? It's really satisfying, I have to admit. Bill says, looks good. Great of you to be here. And Eugene, I'm late for the show. That's fine. That's fine, Eugene. This is just like a sneak peek for you guys to understand what is coming. Again, I will be creating at least 2 videos, maybe even more. It depends on really what you guys like. And again, this is the reason why I want to have that community, so that I can reach out with you to poll what you really want to do. So at the moment, I can only ask, tell me what kind of content you really like, and where you want me to go more in depth, so that I can give you exactly what you would like to hear. Jason says, I'm glad to you love the Speed Editor. I do. And in all fairness, this is just me working a little bit. I just barely got like an hour or 2 hours worth of playing around until now. So it's not a very difficult device, but there are a lot of additional features that you need to do, and you need to understand what you need to do. What is important to note, though, and this is really important, especially if you already can work with DaVinci, is that this tool only works perfectly in the cut page. So if you go down, you've got the different pages. You've got the media page, you've got the cut page, and then you've got the editor page. Yes, it will work in the editor page as well, but it will not perfectly work in the editor page. There are features that are not working, or not working perfectly, or not working at all. So it's really aimed for the cut page. And the way that I look at it is that the cut page looks very, very, very familiar for me, coming from Final Cut Pro, the magnetic timeline. It's really, if you cut something out of the video, it will automatically ripple delete. So it will automatically make sure that it's always filled in. So you can also say that this is really for the raw edit, or the quick edit. For the real precise editing, you want to go to the editor page. For my videos, I want to do as much as possible in the cut page. Again, I do have a day-to-day job. I don't have a lot of time, but I really want to give you a lot of value. And I believe that if you look at quality versus speediness, etc., I think that if you have a good vlog style, what I mean that you accept a little bit of jump cuts here and there, and that is more beneficial for you than having a very perfect video and not so much. So that's the balance that I wanted to have. And in all fairness, with the DaVinci Resolve Speed Editor, actually I finally got a feeling of that I like to edit again. It has been quite some time since I really liked editing, and this is really it's almost like you're editing live, which I really like. So that's the reason about that. MT is also in the house. Hey Petra, sorry I'm late for the show. Good to see that you're well again. 31 Celsius at the moment here in Hanover, Germany. Yeah, so outside it's, let me see. Outside it's getting a little bit colder outside, luckily. But it's still 25 degrees. And the next hour it's going to go down to 23 degrees. So I'm happy with that. But inside this studio, you can see it on my head. I'm sweating. It's like really 30 degrees in the studio at the moment, and it's not a very pleasant feeling, I can tell you. But I am sure that once I'm done with the show, I will immediately switch on the air conditioning so that I can have a very good evening tonight, that I can sleep. So I'm not worried about it at all. Dean is also in the house. Hi, Takano Petra from Virginia. I purchased the Speed Editor a while ago. I like it, but sometimes the Bluetooth does not work. To add or remove it, I can't wait to use it with the ATEM Extreme ISO workflow. Yeah, so that's the first video that you will see on this channel on the 9th of July. Again, the reason for 9th of July, sorry, the 10th of July, sorry, that's a Saturday. The 10th of July is a Saturday, and normally I go live on the Saturday. However, the 10th of July is my birthday. Don't want to make video then. So because of the birthday, I don't want to make a video at that time, of course. And then the week after, that's again 2 days after the second vaccination shot. So I just wanted to make sure that I'm not doing anything at that time. And it's good to have some vacation anyway. So that's going to be in the 2 weeks in July, and I'm sure that I will also take some 2 weeks off in August as well. So don't expect too much video productions in those 2 months. Definitely 2 in July. I will also make 2 in August for sure. But be aware that there's a little bit of a lesser amount of time, of course, because it's summer. I don't want to be outside. What I will do, however, is that, and now we're actually wrapping up a little bit. What I will do is that I will go to my dad's garden to produce a show if the weather permits. So I will be outside streaming out via the LiveView Solo using my ATEM Mini with this computer that I have off camera at the moment, so that I can do some videos, etc. as well, so that we can still talk about it to each other, but then having a bit of a different feel to it because it's outside and we can still have a good conversation. So that is really what I'm looking forward. So hopefully, if the weather is okay, we'll have a outside of the studio show next week, and of course we will go through the whole setup, how things are organized. And again, 2 videos at least on the Speed Editor, and you still have an additional thing that I promised you, and that is of course an additional video on the Scarroy QuickPad that I already talked about earlier on. There's also a video on that topic as well, probably in August, to be honest. And what we're going to show there is that there's also 2 use cases that I will add my hyperdeck. I actually got my hyperdeck. I still have to create a video on that, so that you can see how we can use that together with the ATEM in a 2-step approach. And also I'm starting to think about another use case where I am just going to put the ATEM Mini on a separate location, not in the studio, maybe at my dad's place, and then switch it from this studio via VPN. And I'm also thinking about showing how to do that, because I have a good idea how to do that, but I need to prepare myself a little bit for that. And that's probably also going to be something that we're going to talk about in August as well. So there's a lot coming, and please subscribe to the channel, because the more the merrier, and I am so looking forward to, I'm now saying 1 video, right? But to be honest, for the extra content, there will be some more videos as well. So Anyway, Dean, happy birthday in advance. Now it will take some 3 weeks still. Come on, it's the 10th of July, so it says we're still having a few videos before that. Hey, Dr. Elo, great of you to be here live and direct. And Dean, you have a question. Have you ever took a peek inside of the LU2000? If not, I did. I was surprised to know what's inside. Let me think how to react. That one is fake. This one is fake, not real. That is my LU2000 right there. So basically, I did not purchase the LU2000. I purchased the LU2000 license. So this is just a computer, a server, with a very good video card and a very, very fast CPU. But it's just a license. And this is just making it beautiful. Don't tell. So I know exactly what's inside. It's just a computer. Dean says, I'm the kid back in the day that took apart everything, and yes, I had extra screws. I hear you. I am also quite the same, to be honest. I am also somebody who really wants to understand how technology is working. Though I have to be honest that the last couple of maybe 2-3 years I am starting to unwind a little bit on that topic, because it gets way smaller and I don't have the best eyesight. So it's like, okay, it was fun while it lasted. Yes, you can say what you saw. What you saw, definitely. Go ahead, Dean. That's totally fine. But I, yeah, that's what I said. Let me see. Hey, Raul is in the house. I didn't see that. Sorry, Raul. Hey, Dr. Elo, we are chasing the same shows. That is cool. Also, Raul, good of you to be here. Fantastic that you're here. I will really, really appreciate it. Awesome. And also, thanks again, Dr. Elo, to be here. Okay. I presume, Dean, that you're referring to the same about the computer. It's basically just a computer, but the software is really interesting, and it's actually quite a ingenious piece of. Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's getting less because of age. Yeah. A Blackmagic capture card that's in there as well. Sorry, I have to one bit. Come on. Yeah. There's definitely a Blackmagic capture card in there in mine as well. So I have actually 2 channels that go out from the LU2000, but I'm actually using 4. I'm not going to tell you how I do that. I have my ways. But I can bring in 4 live views. So that's cool. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Apart from, again, thank you so much for your help. And I really, really, really hope that you liked it. Again, this is also a bit of a sneak peek. So you know that something is coming. You know it's definitely going to be something about the ATEM Mini and what you can do. And that will be let's just say easy editing. So removing a camera that you switched wrongly, or adding maybe a camera position or something like that. And then next to that, I will have a separate video on editing content like videos that I make, so that you can have a little bit more of a feel to it because I will not use the append button for this, so you can actually append pieces of video very easily. Like Spike for Petra. I don't know what you mean by that. Sorry, really. So maybe it's my English. Sorry, I don't understand it. Mr. Jenny, is Speed Editor good to edit other videos only, not only for ATEM? Definitely. No. Again, that's the second video. The second video will go more in depth into all the editing possibilities. You don't have to have multi-camera, but what you can do is that you can create a source with B shots and of course A shots, of course, as well. And you can have a lot of different pieces of content. And the beauty is that with that source tape that I showed you earlier on in this video, is that you can put them all like in one go, in one overview, and then scan through it very quickly, mark in inputs, outputs. I didn't do that today because that's really something that you don't do for the ATEM Mini so much, but for the others you do. So that's a bit of a different way of working. But one thing that I really want to say before you can buy it, it's really only for the cut page. That's where it shines, and that is really your rough cut. That's what I want to do in my videos, the rough cuts, and less of the very specific J cuts and that kind of stuff. Even though I like to do that, but it takes too much time, and I'd rather give you the content quickly than not at all. And these live shows are really great, especially for the interaction. But there are a lot of people out there that don't want to spend an hour to watch this kind of content as well. So I want to help both of you. So having the content, just talking about the questions that you have, and I will also have like Q&A sessions, of course, that we can also talk about different topics as well. So there are a lot of things that we can talk about. So that's great. Okay, I'm thinking to move from Sony Vegas to DaVinci. So I am actually moving away from Premiere. So I went from Final Cut Pro to Premiere because my 9-year-old MacBook Pro is really showing its age now. After 9 years, it's okay, to be honest. So I'm fine with that. So I went to this computer for running Premiere. This is a 4-year-old computer in this time. Beautiful, works. But now with the DaVinci, getting it automatically from the ATEM Mini, and with this product, it's a no-brainer for me. It really is. So I am moving away to DaVinci Resolve now, and I'm gonna work with this. And yes, I want to. So just to clarify, the reason why I don't give you a lot of videos at the moment is, yes, it's summer, but also I want to take some time to get to learn this product. So it will be a little bit slower at the start, but I have seen some videos online and it's like, oh, I want to have this. It is so fast. So it's really, really fast. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you liked it, and we will be back next week, same time, same channel, with a live show here or in my dad's garden, one of the two. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And please also, Rahul is following me now, and I hope that he's also going to subscribe to the channel. Please talk to your friends. Make sure that they know that this community is forming. We're almost there. We're almost at 1,000. We really can make a cool community. And what about Discord? Would you like that? Say yes if you want to. Say yes, Discord, in the comments if you would like to have a Discord channel for this area as well. Let me know. Anywho, oh, one last thing. Okay. MT says, it's always about the content. I really enjoy your shows and the community around to help each other. Yes, that's great. Okay, Indeed says, thank you, take care, and I will take care, of course. Have a good day and night, everyone. That's a fantastic way to stop the show. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic week, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.